Love and light family. I was divinely inspired to make a video to kind of give you guys a little bit of insight on my life and my upbringing in attempts to inspire other individuals who may have felt some type of way about themselves or may have experienced these same issues, feelings, and or emotions within their lifetime. As a kid, I always felt like I just didn't belong, like I was unloved, unworthy, undeserving, weird, yet alone as if I was adopted or I just wasn't from here. Like I was just out of place. And for so long, I spent majority of my life attempting to try and figure out who I was, having some sort of a identity crisis, carrying so many nicknames, attempting to be someone that I truly wasn't deep down in my core, trying to fit in and be like everyone else due to not necessarily knowing who I was deep down on the inside, which stemmed from father wounds and mother wounds and inner child wounds that I had not addressed or even acknowledged. I spent a lot of years throughout my lifetime portraying myself to be someone that I truly wasn't because I did not know who I was deep down within my heart. Therefore, by attempting to be someone that I wasn't, I caused myself so much pain and turmoil within my life because I personally did not know who I was. And so as life progressed, I continued to attract negative behavior, toxic behavior, pain, betrayal, and deceit, all due to me not knowing who I was, yet alone those feelings of feeling unworthy and undeserving, which brought about those scenarios and situations throughout my lifetime. And throughout each one of those situations, they all were tests. They all were experiences for me to learn lessons to be able to address those wounds that I had deep within from the lack of confidence, the lack of love, the lack of worthiness, as well as overgiving and not being an individual to set boundaries, always giving individuals the benefit of the doubt as well as second chances, which in the end brought about more pain and turmoil within my life because I was giving people the benefit of the doubt versus seeing them for who they were time and time again, instead of taking those things for face value once they've shown me their true colors. Therefore, I brought about more trauma, pain, obstacles, challenges, and struggles. And With that being said, I accept it now for what it is because I see it for what it was, versus being an individual who chooses to sit back and play the victim, point the finger, and place the blame on others. I understand wholeheartedly that I had a role to play within each one of those situations or scenarios that I came across and or endured throughout my lifetime. I take full accountability and responsibility for those things that I allowed to happen. But I also forgive myself as well as those other individuals that chose to carry out those tasks against me in the ways in which they chose to. And with that being said, now where I'm at within my life, I wholeheartedly embrace who I am in all ways, shapes, and forms. I love myself more than anything on this earth. I value myself. I know that I am worthy and I am deserving. And I have confidence within myself, knowing that I am who I am and I'm authentically me, no matter how weird an individual may look at me to be, no matter if people choose to accept me for who I am. I no longer care because I no longer seek outside validation. Hence the reason as to why now, as a grown man, being comfortable in his skin, being confident in the skin that I'm in and the person that I am, I no longer go by nicknames. I go by my first and my last name, the one and only Torn Moore. That is me, authentically. And what you see is what you get. But I say that because God works in mysterious ways, and He sent someone into my life as a test to see if I had truly learned the lessons from my past and if I was ready to end that cycle and move on to the next level within my life. And I seen it for what it was at the beginning, but me not being a judgmental person, attempting to give individuals the benefit of the doubt, I let that person in just far enough for me to consume whatever information it was that I needed in order for me to make that sound judgment call on if I should invite them into my world or dismiss them altogether. And like I said, even though I seen it exactly for what it was, I choose to let that person in, but I gave them just enough rope to hang themselves before and after them showing me their true colors. But even though in the end it came to me making that conscious decision to go separate ways due to me having free will, I understood the mission and seeing that not only was this a test, but it was also something that I needed to see about myself in order for me to move forward within my life. And what it was that I needed to see within myself from this mirrored image of myself within another individual was that though I may be happy within the skin that I'm in, to some degree, I still lack that confidence within myself in regards to feeling as if I was worthy and or deserving of love, yet alone a better life, a fulfilling life of abundance and prosperity in all ways, shapes, and forms. And through viewing myself through the eyes of another, I was able to realize that I was selling myself short and that I had been settling for less, even still, considering my past and where I'm at today. I was still selling myself short and settling for less. And even though I did not want to see that coming from the individual that came into my life to show me this about myself, I still had to acknowledge it and see it for what it was regarding myself, whether I wanted to or not. It was something that I needed to see in order for me to be able to move on into my future, knowing that these are the things that I needed to work on within myself, first and foremost, to ensure my success as well as the life it is that I'm deserving of. And so now that I see that and I understood that, I was able to make the conscious decision of relieving this person of their duties regarding the role that they held within my life, despite whatever relationship, title, or label it was that was placed on it. I understood the assignment, and I understood the lessons that needed to be learned and implemented in order for me to progress within my future. So, with that being said, you never judge a book by its cover, because God works in mysterious ways. Some people are here for a season, while some are here for a lifetime. Some people are here as a blessing, while others are here as a lesson. You never know what it is that a person is here to teach you and or show you about yourself, yet along your life throughout this lifetime whenever you do encounter someone. Which is all the more reason as to why it's important to not write someone off or instantly cast judgment upon them whenever you meet them. Because God works in mysterious ways, and everybody has a role to play within this lifetime. We all are here for a reason. And those things that you tend to pray for and ask for when talking to God, He does answer you. And He will send those answers to you in many different ways. You just have to be more than willing to pay attention and see it for what it is. And I understand that. Which is all the more reason as to why I accept myself for who I am, and I love myself more than anything in the world, Can't nobody tell me nothing about me in regards to the love that I have for myself and how deserving I am of the life it is that I desire. And I am authentically me. Weird or not, no matter how you look at me. So love yourself. Treat others the way you want to be treated. And don't cast judgment on individuals too quickly before you even get to obtain the lesson that needs to be learned for you to see further progress for the future. Love and light, I am divinely one of a kind.